Hi, my name is Micah, and in this video I'll be sharing with you a journal prompt that will help you find your word of the year. Why even choose a word of the year? Well, it can help you focus and prioritize your goal setting. I, for one, can think of a couple of things that I could work on in terms of my wellness and well-being, but I know that if I don't choose anything or choose many things, I'll probably have a harder time to make any real change. Now, a word of the year can be anything you want, really. It can be a noun such as acceptance or courage. It could be a verb such as grow or bloom. It can also be an adverb such as forward. The two things I think a word of the year should do are it should inspire you and it should challenge you in some way. And this is where I went wrong last year or this year, the year of 2021. My word of the year 2021 was joy. And joy is a great word, it's very inspiring. But throughout the year, I noticed that it's not really a challenge for me personally. I'm pretty good at seeking out joy, of creating little moments of joy in my life, whether it be through art or experiences. And the way I chose the word joy was a little haphazard, I think. I think I just came up with it because I like the word joy. And so I didn't really reflect on what was actually bothering me in my life, what was actually a struggle for me personally. And so my word of the year didn't really reflect that. And so it wasn't really helping me to grow. And so to avoid this mistake, I decided this year, well, I have to somehow ground my word of the year in the things that are actually bothering me. And this is where all your past journals come into play. So the prompt that I used to find my word of the year for 2022 is as follows. In the last 12 months, what were moments or experiences that left you feeling regret? Now, regret can be a problem. However, regret is an emotion we feel after we realize or imagine a different outcome, a better outcome that could have been possible. So while regret in itself isn't a very pleasant experience, it actually means that you're in touch with what needs to change for this to no longer be a struggle. So pull out your journals from these last 12 months and find those moments, make a list, and quickly just paraphrase or jot down a couple of notes of these experiences and moments that are leaving you feeling regret. You can also reflect on other emotions that are attached to this experience and just put them all in a list. And now underline the words that stand out to you the most in order to see if you can find a theme or a common thread throughout those experiences. And don't worry if there are multiple words. I'll have a note on that later. I guess I got lucky because the moments that stood out to me the most actually were all related to trust. So I had moments where I didn't trust my intuition, didn't trust my gut, didn't trust my own skills enough. And so for me, it became clear that something that I really want to work on is trust. And so that is my word for 2022 because it's something that I struggle with and it's something that I would like to have more of in my life. Now, if you end up with a list of multiple words, then just sit with them. Look up definitions, look up quotes that relate to that word, those words, I'd imagine that one word in particular will just feel right. And just remember, you can also change your mind if you try one on for size and in a couple weeks or months you find that you are neither inspired nor challenged by this word. You can just change it. It's a tool, and so if it doesn't work for you, just switch it up. Once you have your word of the year, there's a couple things you can do with it. For one, it's a good idea to display it somewhere where you see it on a daily basis. That could be throughout your home, but you could also create a screensaver for your phone so that every time you pick up your phone, you're reminded of what you're trying to work on, and you'll feel inspired and challenged, all the good stuff. It's also a great idea to dedicate a journal spread to your word of the year. You can reflect on how you wish to improve and what it'll feel like once you have incorporated this word of the year more into your life. And you can create a mood board, maybe even with encouraging quotes and images. And the word of the year can also just serve as a monthly journaling prompt to help you check in with your growth and your struggles and how you overcame them or how you could have done better maybe. But it's really a great way to be intentional about your reflections and about your well-being. In the comments below, let me know if you're going to choose a word of the year or if you've done so in the past. And if you already have your word of the year and you feel so inclined, please share it with us. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me, and until next time, happy journaling.